Yo, what's going on, GZ people? It's your boy GZ TV. I'm gonna try my best with this video, and for the next week, because I think I have COVID. I'm very sick, so hang in there with me. But anyways, today we have Endless by Frank Ocean. We're gonna review it. I already listened to it yesterday and today. But yeah, first we explain what it's about, and then I give my thoughts. Endless was a short film released by Frank Ocean on August 19, 2016, shortly followed by his long-awaited second studio album, Blonde. The visual album fulfilled Frank's record deal with label Def Jam Recordings, allowing him to release Blonde under his own label, Boys Don't Cry, a day after Endless. Endless originally began as a live stream on Frank's official website, boysdon'tcry.com, on August 1st, 2016. The live stream, which alternated from live to offline over the course of 19 days, featured a focused Frank Ocean, who appeared to be constructing something. This was later revealed to be a spiral staircase, which artist Tom Sachs, who helped facilitate the project, refers to as the Stairway to Heaven. After more than a week of inactivity, the stream resurfaced an hour before midnight, like Eastern Time, on August 19, 2016. Frank completed the construction of the stairway, eventually climbing the staircase. As he reached the top, the stream glitched and cut to black. The short film was released on Apple Music shortly thereafter. Physical versions of the album, CD, vinyl, and VHS were put on sale in 2017 on Cyber Monday, mirroring the sale of Blonde physicals the year before on Black Friday. After a delay in shipping, the physical versions of Endless began to arrive with device control removed from the track listing. Let's get to the first track, At Your Best, You Are Love. Originally released under the title You Are Love, At Your Best, You Are Love was released on what would have been Alaya's 36th birthday. The song ended up being on Frank Ocean's visual album, Endless. Frank's version of At Your Best, You Are Love is a cover of Alaya's At Your Best, You Are Love, which is a cover of the Isley Brothers song, At Your Best, You Are Love. This breathy and toned down track is a continued meditation of struggles Frank outlined in his public letter. Frank seems to feel like he did with his first love. This time he seems to be able to examine his relationship in a deeper, more reciprocal way. Frank said in the letter that he struggled to master myself and my emotions, and this track indicates that he has since gained significant emotional progress. Instead of being unable to fully process his own feelings and connect with his lover, he can now ask and consider what this person needs from him while also retaining the rush of being in love. Next is Alabama. This track, featuring Sample, was debuted on August 18, 2016 on Ocean's Apple Music stream, Endless. It was released the following day as the third track on a surprise visual album also called Endless. You can watch Endless on Apple Music if you guys want. That's how I listen to it. Next song is called Mine. Mine is the fourth track on Ocean's visual album, Endless. It's one of the shortest tracks on the album, running for roughly 30 seconds. The song itself is a repeated phrase derived from a post Frank earlier shared on his Tumblr. Production on the track is credited to experimental producer Arca, who has worked with FKA Twigs, Kalila, and Kanye West, among others. Next is UNITY, one of my favorite tracks. The fifth track off of Frank's visual project, Endless. Unity hosts a slow, melodic, chilled out beat and features Frank Ocean rapping for the majority of the track. I love when Frank Ocean raps. I know that's not his true style, but I really enjoy it. Anyways, next is Ambiance 1, A Certain Way. Ambiance 1 in a Certain Way is the sixth track from Frank Ocean's visual album, Endless. The music samples from Wee's I Think I'm in Love with You. This short interlude also includes an audio sample of the legendary Crystal Labia, who was the founder and leading mother of the iconic House of Labia, which continues to be a pioneering force in LGBTQ ballroom culture. This particular sample of Crystal Labia was extracted from the 1968 docufilm The Queen, which captures the journey of trans women competing in the 1967 Miss All-American Beauty pageant. Coming up next is Como Este Corazon. Como Este Corazon, the seventh track on Endless, was formerly leaked as Singing Double. Enemy describes the song as a beat in summary with a tropical sounding skittering beat. I'm not sure what Enemy is. Am I stupid? I don't know. Como Este Corazon means like boys in French and is also the name of a Japanese fashion brand. Next is Xenons. Xenons is the seventh track on Frank Ocean's visual album, Endless. The song is 31 seconds and acts as an interlude. The title refers to Xenon, the 54th element on the periodic table that is used to make neon signs on headlights on cars. There you go. This could relate to Frank Ocean's love for cars. Frank's love for cars is well documented, one example being the cover of his 2011 mixtape Nostalgia Ultra, which features a bright orange 1980s BMW E30 M3. Ocean's dream car. He also frequently posts about cars on his Tumblr page. Next is Ambiance 2, Honey Baby. Honey Baby, occasionally titled as Ambiance 2, Honey Baby is the eighth track on Frank Ocean's Endless visual album. The song prominently contains a sample of Brazilian singer Gal Costa's Vapor Barado. Clocking in at a runtime of 9 seconds, the song is the shortest song on the album and joins a roster of 5 other songs from the album that are under 1 minute, which was kind of annoying how choppy the album was, but I still somewhat enjoyed it. Next is Wither. Wither is the ninth track on Ocean's visual album Endless. It features backing vocals by Jasmine Sullivan, who's on this album quite often. Wither is a play on words. With her and with her are used as homophones or different words that sound the same. Frank has done this once before. His song Orion doubles as Orion, like the guy name. He would go on to do it again on Blonde with both solo and solo reprise, and these titles solo and solo are deliberate homophones. Moving on to Hubelos. Hubelos is the 10th track on Frank Ocean's visual album Endless. It features a sample from We Ride Tonight by the Sherbs, which is also notably sampled in Daft Punk's Contact. Frank Ocean takes a lot of influence from Daft Punk in certain parts of his music. Hubelo, a Swiss watchmaking firm, sponsors a lot of cars that take part in rally races. This is most probably the inspiration for this song's title. Next is In Here Somewhere. In Here Somewhere is a ballad on the finality of life and how we should cherish every moment we have with our loved ones. Next is Slide On Me, which is weird. Slide On Me is the 12th track on Ocean's visual album Endless. It's one of the more conventional tracks on the album, featuring a reprising chorus with basic guitar and drum instrumentation. On April 24th, 2017, Frank released a mixtape remix featuring Young Thug on Blonded Radio. Next is Sideways. Sideways is the 13th track on Frank's 2016 visual album Endless. The production on this track is credited to NY-based experimental glitch artist No Life, who worked on the track with Frank while he was a temporary resident of the Mercer Hotel. Next is Florida. Florida is the 14th track on Ocean's visual album Endless. The track is one of the shortest on the project, running for roughly 30 seconds. It features transcendental, airy backing vocals over which Ocean wordlessly croons. Moving on to Impietus and Deathwish ASR. Impietus and Deathwish ASR is the 15th track on Ocean's Endless project. The latter section of this track, Deathwish, finds Frank questioning his trust in a relationship. Can he trust this person? Is he ready to? He specifically uses the helplessness of unconsciousness as a means to address this, be it in the passenger seat of a car or simply in bed. Falling asleep means leaving himself in both the care and mercy of another. This concept is further extended with an automotive metaphor, something Frank is no stranger to. ASR may be a reference to an assistive control system in cars designed to maintain steering and stability in cases of traction loss. Just as the other person is responsible for Frank as he's helpless, ASR is responsible for the driver's safety as they begin to lose control of the vehicle. It would also lend some credence to the interpretation that Frank is dozing off in the passenger seat of a car. Frank's vocals are reminiscent of the English artist James Blake, who's absolutely amazing, who Frank had worked with throughout the production of his second studio album, Blonde. Next song is Rushes. Rush is the 16th song on Frank Ocean's 2016 visual album Endless. Jasmine Sullivan produces vocals as Ocean sings about the ups and downs that are apparent in a romantic relationship. He describes various scenarios involving the concept of rushing, including the following: 1. Running out of gas. Tell me what you need from me. Gas money. 2. A sexual rush. You cut your teeth on sheets in Paris. 3. Water flooding a confined space. Hope the water is deep enough. 4. Blood rushing to the head. 5. Ultimately, the rush of romantic love and experience he ain't felt in years. The next song is Rushes 2. The title is a pun following on from the song Rushes. Rushes 2 can be heard as Rushes 2, like the number 2. The title spells it as Rushes 2, which refers to the love outlined in the song. This wordplay is both deliberate and typical, as Ocean has named many songs in a similar fashion. Solo and solo reprise again, solo, like I mentioned earlier, Orion, with her type of thing. Next is Higgs. Higgs is the penultimate track on Frank Ocean's Endless visual album. The song, named after the Higgs boson particle that was theorized in 1964 but officially discovered in 2012, is about finding solace in a relationship while also having the fear of it fading away. The lyrics also compare a relationship with the significant other to the intimacy between a mother and a son. Next song is Mitsubishi Sony. Mitsubishi Sony is the final track on Frank Ocean's visual album Endless. The song is one of the more conventional on the album, featuring Ocean rapping over trap beats. I actually really liked this song. The instrumental track was first heard on Calvin Klein's Fall 2016 global campaign, which featured Ocean. The lyrics for the complete version of this song is included in the Boys Don't Cry magazine. It was intended for the original version of Blonde. The version of this album chops up the verse into smaller lines, and NME published a blog which describes the final track and its aftermath on the visual companion. If you guys want to check out NME, I'm not sure who that is, but they gave a lot more analysis of this album. The next and final track is Device Control Reprise, which he did a reprise song on Blonde. Device Control is the opening and closing track on Frank Ocean's unanticipated visual album Endless. Like, there's a little bit in the beginning. At the start of the album, only the intro is heard. The full version closes Endless. Perhaps that's what Frank means by Endless. The end brings you back to the album start. This fits with how the Endless stream played on a loop on BoysDon'tCry.co. It's not .com, it's .co, leading up to the visual album's release. Enemy described the song, but yeah, Do I really have much to say? I don't think really Apple Music has much to say. I think it's really cool how he took his music and turned it into a film. It was really interesting to see the process. Obviously, I wasn't a big Frank Ocean fan at the time because I wasn't really well versed in music at the time. So I think it was an interesting rollout for sure. One of the better rollouts of 2016, I'm sure of it. And guys, I am super duper sick. I'm trying to make it through these videos. I'm going to get tested for COVID tomorrow. So yeah, and the NFL game comes on in about 17 minutes, so I'm going to talk about this album for a little bit, go up, watch the game, probably fall asleep while I'm at it, come down, do my analysis of the games for the week, and then hit the hay, man. It's been a long day. I had a sleepover with the boys last night, and I woke up at like 4 or 5 in the morning in pain. I had a headache, I had a sore throat, I was very nauseous, fatigued, stomach ache, all that type of junk, and I was very gassy. Wow, it's horrible. COVID's horrible. Get the vaccine. I've gotten mine, but you know what? You guys should get the vaccine too. It might not help all the time, but it's definitely a good precaution to take in a pandemic. I want to bring awareness to it, and I will continue to make videos even through this illness. I'll try to push through. I'm releasing about 2 videos a day, so check that out. I think A Quiet Place. I think Tuesday we're actually going to do 3 videos: an album review, a movie review of A Quiet Place 2, and Guardians of the Galaxy. I actually have my face cam for those gameplays now, so that is fucking awesome. Um, we do all sorts of things on this channel, but yeah, Frank Ocean's album. There were a couple good moments. This definitely isn't one of my favorite Frank Ocean albums ever. I obviously like Blonde. I don't think I wouldn't. I don't know. It's probably the worst album I've heard from him, but he's got such a consistent discography that's not really an insult to this album. It's definitely got a craft to it. It's definitely got some art to it. It's a film and an album at the same time. I think that's very clever of Frank Ocean to do that. Um, what else? Man, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna try to make it through the end of these videos. It's hard, man. COVID's hard. It sucks, especially the new strain. The first strain really wasn't as bad as this, but this strain has absolutely been kicking my ass so far. Hopefully, I'll make it through. Prayers out to me, boys. I love you guys. What else is there to say? There really isn't much else to say. I still got to talk here for a little longer, but songs like Unity and any song with him rapping I liked better than the melodic. With Blonde, it was the complete opposite, but with this album, I really liked Frank Ocean getting out there and rapping. I think Endless was a perfect opportunity for him to show his rap skills, and Blonde was the more soulful project, the more like emotional project. Did he execute Endless as well as Blonde? Absolutely not, but I think this album is still worth shouting out because it's still a pretty good piece in Frank Ocean's discography. Frank Ocean really hasn't missed yet. I think, to be honest, the rankings of the albums, because now I'm pretty much done with Frank Ocean's main discography. Like, if he has mixtapes and stuff, I'm probably not going to listen to it because, I don't know, it's a very immature Frank Ocean on most of those things, but this week I think I'm gonna listen to the Weekend trilogy with like House of Balloons, Saturday, all those albums, and I kind of want to listen to Imperial by Denzel Curry. I want to watch A Quiet Place, and I think next Friday, if I'm out of quarantine, me and my dad might actually go watch the Scream movie, the remake. That's really cool. That's the first time that you guys are gonna get a Spooky Saturday uh, movie theater experience. I actually watched Spider-Man in theaters, but that wasn't a scary movie. So, I'm kind of just babbling on about the channel. I still got a little more time to talk here. Stay tuned for tonight. A lot of playoff shifts, a lot of teams clinching. Obviously, it's the last game, so all the playoff spots are going to be taken at the end of the night. A lot of interesting stipulations that went on today, a lot of different playoff scenarios, and it's always interesting to watch those with the NFL, and I'm going to discuss those. I'll probably do a playoff prediction video like next Friday. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit you guys with a playoff prediction video next Friday. I think that'll be interesting. 'Cause yeah, we already have the playoff picture, and I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on that. Tomorrow we're gonna have basketball, the weekly recap for basketball, giving you guys my top 25 players, and yeah, tomorrow's going to be basketball and Avengers, because I actually still need to do Avengers. I pushed it back because football is ending on Sunday, so I did that. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed the music. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. As always, this has been GZTV. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content. I'm very sick, so I'll try to stream on Twitch sometime this week. I can't really be up later than 1 o'clock because I have class at 9:30 in the morning every day for college, but just watch out for the Twitch, turn the notifications on because I may go live. I might play Five Nights at Freddy's sometime next week. Who knows? Yeah, hopefully you guys have a good rest of your night. Pray for the boy, and yeah, I'll see you guys here in about